them to see me shimmering my fat booty over there.
Assalamu alaikum. What's going on, family? How you doing? How you doing? And welcome to the Queen of Rap, the Queen of Rap. We thank you all for tuning in. Whether you tune in now or in the future, we thank you so much for tuning in with us. We thank you for watching us. We thank you for taking your valuable time to be with us. We thank you for taking your valuable time to be with us because, of course, you could have been doing anything, been anywhere, but you decided to end up here, and we truly do appreciate that. We thank you so much for tuning in with us here at the Queen of Rap, the Queen of Rap. And today's topic is actually going to be about Shungite. Shungite is a very powerful stone that will help us against this 5G radiation. It'll help us against this 5G radiation, but not only 5G radiation, any of that EMF radiation that's coming off your TV, cell phones, your computers. You can combat that by wearing Shungite. You can combat that by wearing Shungite. But we'll get more into that in a minute. You already know how we got to start. So we're going to start off with our theme song. So you already know how we're going to start, and then we're going to go on from there with a few things that we want you to support, okay? For those of you who don't know, that song was made by yours truly, your brother Dawu. Y'all can hit us up in the chat and let us know if y'all feeling that right there. All right, family. All right. Thank you for rocking with us on that. We're going to let it keep rocking in the bank. But as always, we definitely want to come to you with a few things that we want you to support. And the number one thing that we want you to support is the Final Call newspaper. That's right. The Final Call newspaper. That's right. If you don't have your subscription to the Final Call, whether it's the physical copy or the digital copy, you should definitely get your Final Call. You should definitely have your Final Call because it is unbonked, uncompromised news that can transform and renew your mind. Well, how do you know that, brother? Because it renewed mine. Almost 30 years ago, I met a beautiful brother, Brother Enoch X, on Madison and Pulaski in Chicago, and he gave me a Final Call, and all I did was read the back page of the Final Call, and it sent me on my search, sent me on my journey, began me in my process of transformation. So, brothers and sisters, if you're in the Tucson area, then your brother will be glad to get that paper to you. That's right. All you got to do is inbox us here at the Queen of Rap and let us know that you want that paper delivered to you here in Tucson. But if you're not in Tucson or you're in some other state, this is the good time when I get to say, adopt you a Muslim. That's right, adopt a Muslim. If you know a Muslim brother or sister that has the Final Call, then you just cuff them and say, hey, I need that paper every week. Every week I need that paper every week, a pie, two, a few DVDs. You know how we do it. So you just adopt you a Muslim. But if you don't know any Muslim, that's all right. You can get your digital edition at finalcalldigital.com. That's finalcalldigital.com. digital.com. So we know in a time like this, more than anything, we need divine guidance, divine inspiration, powerful and truthful information, and you can get that at store.finalcall.com. We got the latest lectures by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, student ministers like Brother Student Minister Ishmael, Student Minister Nuri, Student Minister Dr. Ava, Student Minister Dr. Wesley Muhammad. We got many, many student ministers representing the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. But if you don't have that powerful lecture that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan delivered July 4th, called The Criterion, you need to get it, and you need to sit down with your family and your friends, and you need to watch it. This should be the conversation piece that is going on in your home. That's right. So if you don't have it, then either call them at 773-602-1230, or you can order it at store.finalcall.com and just look for The Criterion. The Criterion got it available on DVD, CD, also MP3. If you like me, you like those digital downloads, you can get that as well. All right, so with that, family, definitely want you to support that. And we also want to let you know that every week on Sunday, we invite you to www.noi.org at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time to hear the life-giving, life-saving teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, as taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We definitely want you to tune right on in every week on Sunday. And then again, come back on Wednesday where we'll listen to the powerful series by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan entitled The Time and What Must Be Done. If you haven't heard it, you need to start with part 1 and go all the way through all 58 parts of that mighty lecture. Life transforming. I'm telling you right now. Very informative. You definitely need to have that one in your collection. Again, store.finalcall.com. But again, on Wednesday, you can watch it live streamed on www.noi.org. And lastly, on Friday, we're dealing with self-improvement, self-development every Friday. That's right, from those prolific study guides by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You can tune in every Friday at 7:30 and get your soul well fed and get that self inspection going on with those study guides. So, and if you don't have your study guides, again, store.finalcall.com. You need to have that in your collection. All right. And lastly, we want to give you 2 things. If you like what you're hearing, you like what we're doing, you like and see what we're doing, and you appreciate it, and you want to help us out, you can do that either at Cash App. You can do that at Cash App, the Queen of Rap 19, the Queen of Rap 19. If you want to support us, you just want to purchase. Yeah, rap. That's right. The Queen of Rap, WRAP 19. The Queen of Rap 19. That's the Cash App. And if you want to support us in another way, we got shea butter, we got black soap, we got holistic healing jewelry. We got so many products on our Etsy store. And you can go to Etsy at www.etsy.com/shop/Nafeezah, Nafeezah Ali. That's right, Nafeezah Ali. That's Etsy.com/shop/Nafeezah Ali, and you can pick up something there as well. We got books on there. We got all kind of stuff that you can support on there. So, and if you just like what you're hearing, please share with your family, share with your friends, and let them know that this is something valuable that you think that they should listen to. All right. So those are the things that we want you all to support. So we're going to slow this down and turn this down. And we're going to get ready to bring on your illustrious host, my beautiful wife, your sister, my sister, the Queen of Rap. That's right. That's right. Okay. All right, family. Thank you again for tuning in. And here she is.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings, family. Praying everybody is awesome. It is, of course, Thinking Thursday, and it's time to think about a few things together, fam. Today we are dealing, or right now we're dealing with
Shungite.
Shungite. Shungite is the stone of the week, and we'll actually post some stuff on the page about Shungite to give you more definition of what Shungite is. And my husband is going to do a little bit of reading. While he's doing the reading, I'm going to be working on a piece. Actually, in the process, I'm going to scoot up here a little bit. And I'm working on this beautiful piece. It's still connected to all of my wires. Because that's what we work with. We do wire wrap. That's why I am the queen of wrap, WRAP. All right. So, hope you can see this.
Yes, they can.
You can see that beautiful piece. That right there. Okay. Oh, that looks better. Hold that for me.
All right.
We're going to bring it in.
Okay.
Come on in, fam. Come on in. All right. And that way you can see a little bit of the table. It's a kind of a lot going on, but that right there is Shungite. The piece right there in the middle. And then we have two Shungite stones on the side.
Beads.
What is that?
Big stones.
Oh, well, they are stones. They're just in a round form.
Okay.
And then we have amethyst. Can you see the amethyst there? So this one that we're creating is going to be a large bracelet. All right. I actually did this one for the brothers. Okay. So I wanted, because I've done quite a few pieces for women, but I want the brothers to know that you are on my mind, and I want you all to be protected as well. And I want you to have some quality um, pieces that you can put on and be proud of, knowing that it was created by, of course, the Queen of Rap, and it was made with you in mind. So that's the one that I'm working on, and he's going to do some reading to share with you what this stone is and how it will benefit your body. If any of you have heard Dr. Eileen talk about the shungite has the ability to it's electromagnetic, right?
Right.
And so it can help to produce electricity.
That's right.
It should be able to turn on a flashlight
Right. That's right.
without a battery.
That's how you determine if it's real. That's right.
Right. Now you got to make sure these. I tried it, but because it's round and it wouldn't fit inside of there, I didn't get it. But I made sure the source that I got it from, and that is very key and vital, family, to know that the person who's creating. I'm sorry. The person who's creating your pieces, that they're very careful. Okay, I got it. Thank you. That they're very careful about where they get their stones. Okay. So I am very particular who I get my stones from. I'm probably a little bit more lenient when it comes to beads, um, because beads, you don't have to make them, you don't have to fake it or recreate it because they're in abundance. Okay. So most likely your beads, especially when it comes to the most common beads, those are rarely imitation. But when it comes to center beads like this or center stones like this, you definitely want to know who your supplier is. Yesterday, we went to Madagascar.
All right
I
now.
wish we had actually gone to Madagascar, but we were able to go and have the experience of the place that they actually do their own digs in Madagascar.
That's right.
And they're very cautious and conscious of the amount of stones that they're pulling out of the earth. They're very conscious of the ecosystem in Madagascar, and they believe in fair trade. So they actually created schools for their employees, students, and they're doing some good things. But And I thought that was important to know, what they're doing with with the earth and with the people, because Madagascar is not an extremely rich. It is, and they still being robbed, only because they don't know how to really excavate these things themselves. Um, well, that's not true because they the ones that's doing it you know so anyway, I'm not going to get off on my tangent about unfair treatment of black people, because we know that that's happening all over the planet earth. Okay, but the point is that the store called Madagascar actually get their stones from Madagascar. Okay, and they're not going to produce fake, because they're dealing with huge. They got like tabletops made out of labradorite. Oh my God. Rose quartz. Can you imagine rose quartz? When we walked in, well, when we pulled up, they had this giant rose quartz just, on the ground like a big rock. And so I was like, I need to sit on that and feel the energy from it, because it's been sitting in the sun. So you know that it's getting all energized and purified and everything in the sun. And I sat on it for a few minutes, and man, I could just feel the energy going straight through my back. It was really wonderful. And then to go inside and experience all of the stones from Madagascar was beautiful. um and I got some really nice pieces out of there. Oh, you all are gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna show you one that I did just create. Here we have, I have to always get my directions right with this. Can you see that fan? That right there is called a ruby tourmaline. Okay, ruby tourmaline. And I actually, this is for one of my customers. I hit it up with a little bit of hematite on the sides, and then the amethyst. Okay, so this particular bracelet is really good for balance and bringing positive energy to you. And the ruby tourmaline was good for a lot of things. It was good for balance. It was good for blood. It was good for what you want to say something
You don't have to do that. I was gonna read.
about the ruby
You
tourmaline?
got that.
Oh, well, he's going to give you some information. I'll be just trying to make sure that you all are well informed, because I knew today was about Shungite, but he's going to actually read about that. But I want you to know I have plenty of pieces because I had fun. And I've also bought some other really nice stones of citrine. But anywho, about the shungite, we're going to read about the shungite. And while he's reading, I'm going to be doing a little work, okay, so that I can finish this. This one will be available for you, okay, and we'll talk about that a little later. Go ahead, honey.
All right, we're gonna start out with the ruby tourmaline, since she just showed you all that beautiful piece. Ruby tourmaline, it releases guilt, worry, depression, and anxiety, and guides those emotions into self-love. It helps the emotionally numb to recover passion and the zest for life. That's because the ruby that's in it, and helps the timid find courage to love by changing old patterns of thinking and inspiring new trust in opening the ear.
Oh,
All right. So we're gonna move on to Shungite, which is the stone of the week. You definitely should have some of this. The Shungite stone is a very powerful protection tool, especially useful in protection from EMF as well as psychic protection. Place a handful of Shungite stones next to your electronics, like your computer, microwave, cell phone, and television, and healing powers come from its rare non-crystalline carbon mineral foundation, according to crystal expert Judy Hall. Shungite works to cleanse and align all the particles in the body so that they are open and in alignment with the light. It carries strong purifying, cleansing, and detoxifying properties. It can be used to clear your body of any dysfunctional patterns, which in turn can manifest as negativity, emotional difficulties, or even certain diseases. Place a couple of Shungite stones on the affected area, and you'll see an accelerated resolution of the problem. If you're looking for more full body healing, look for a full body healing instead of concentrating on a particular area. Simply hold or meditate with the stones. The shungite crystals are very beneficial for relieving stress and anxiety, soothing insomnia, and boost your overall energy level. Many people, especially in Russia, where the use of shungite originated, place shungite stones or pieces in their drinking water because of its documented health benefits. They are essentially making their own gem essence with shungite. Our co-founders Heather actually uses shungite in her water most of the time, as it holds powerful detoxification and purification energies. If you try to do this technique, note that there are some black residue in the water due to the carbon structure of the stone. Now, the metaphysical properties, spiritualism rises every time a new product with a special element comes to light. Different types of spiritualism will use different types of elements to enhance their goals, needs, or desires, from a love potion to creating discontent. Shungite metaphysical properties are elements only used for positive energy and can be extremely useful for all positive needs concerning healing, soothing nerves, and creating all sorts of positive energy. So far, Shungite metaphysical properties can be used in offices, households, and workspaces, and all kinds of different areas where negative energy exists. This would be a way to use shungite, like they said, around your TVs, around your offices, around your person, around your bed. So shungite is a very powerful stone, and like my wife said, with the Dr. Arlene was sharing about its ability to protect against 5G radiation as well. So with all of that's going on in this new technology with the 5G spreading out all around the world, a lot of times we don't think about our protection. As a matter of fact, in the message to the black man in America, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad actually talked about the radiation coming off of the TVs at that time. So look at that. That was all the way back in the 60s. So he was talking about that. So just imagine with all of the liquid crystals and all of these things, the LED and all of that that's going on now, just how much more relevant it is for us to have things like shungite and these crystals and stones that we actually have to help protect us against that radiation that's coming from those particular items. We definitely want to think about that protection. If you haven't thought about it, this is a good time to think about it. And I just want to stay here just really quickly. Once again, it's a difference between having some going to a jewelry store or going to some store, whereas you got a holistic healing jewelry designer. And that's what I love about what my wife does, because you can actually consult with her about things that you're going through. You want to manifest something, you're dealing with depression, you're dealing with health challenges, you want to, whatever type of ailments or whatever things you're trying to do, it's a stone pretty much for that. So you and her can actually build that piece together. You can't really say that as Zales or any of those kind of jewelry stores. They make what they make, and you just buy it because you see that it's beautiful. But what about the energy that they bring to it? So in our ancient traditions, everybody just didn't get to make jewelry for the kings and the queens. You had to have the right mind, the right spirit, the right heart in order to do that. So this is her taking us back to those times where you actually would have available to you a holistic healing jewelry designer. And that is what my wife does. That's part of her calling. And also, we just want to let you all know that everything that you all do to support us goes to help us to move closer toward building the Love My Kidney Foundation. Love My Kidney Foundation is our brainchild. that we actually will be building a center to help those with kidney healing from kidney challenges. And not only that, but people dealing with different challenges as well, and introduce them to different types of healing modalities like qigong, like reiki, like sound therapy, and other types of things as well, acupuncture, acupressure, those types of things that your healthcare providers most times won't even afford you. So with that, that's what Love My Kidney Foundation is about. It's about bringing awareness, but not only awareness, it's about bringing alternatives and bringing those healing modalities to those of us who can't necessarily afford to do it. We not like saying, of course, that we super rich or anything like that, but we're saying that's one reason that we want to create the foundation so that those that see the value of that can help others be able to experience it as well. So,
Absolutely.
with that said, family, I'm gonna turn you back over to your beautiful host, my beautiful wife, Sister Nafeezah Ali, the Queen of Rap.
All right. Allahu Akbar. All right. Thanking God. That means God is great for those who don't know. Of course, I am a Muslim follower of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and everything that we do um, with just in our life really is to show and prove that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was correct in what he gave us, and that God taught him face to face for 3.5 years. Okay. And so the more that you hang out with us, the more that you'll learn. Hopefully, the more that you will respect what it is that we have been given, and bless yourself to get to know a little bit more about how great these teachings really are. But in the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, he talks about the stones as well. And in How to Eat to Live, chapter 19, I think it's paragraph 9,
Yeah.
and it's actually the ninth word. Okay, so for all my scientists, y'all go ahead and check that out. But he talks about how our bodies are made up with stone. The things that are in the earth are also in our body. So when they say, oh, you don't have enough magnesium, well, magnesium is something in the earth. Oh, you don't have enough iron. Well, okay, what is iron? Your body actually has copper. Copper helps if you have enough or the proper balance of copper in your body, you will not be worried about gray hair. Okay.
Or hair loss like me.
And hair loss, but it's over a period of time. I think I have two gray hairs. I'm blessed. um well, I don't know if that's blessed, because some people love their gray hair, and I actually like people with gray hair, so I'm not discriminating at all. But what I am saying is that the more copper that you have in your body, it helps to balance that and prevents the hair from turning gray. Okay, so my point with that is that you got to know that natural stones are divine. How can a stone be divine, Sister Nafeezah? It's divine because it comes from the divine. It comes from the God of the universe, or who created the earth, and he created these stones to come from the earth. Therefore, you are one with the stone, whether you realize it or not. And why we suggest and say holistic healing jewelry is because it's something that is natural. It is something that can benefit your body, right? Because it comes from the earth and your body actually needs it. We have been depleted because the food don't have it, right? We've been depleted because of the chemtrails that are out there, all the chemicals that we've been putting on our bodies, like these lotions and things like that that are just unnatural to us. So we have to go back and take a holistic approach. Put my glasses on so I can see. Well, I can't really see y'all, but you might write something. You might say something that I can help you with. Okay. Um, so these stones are natural, and everybody should have a stone in their life. Whether you're wearing it as a bracelet, earrings, necklace, even if you keep them on a keychain and keep them in your pocket, or even in your car. For your car, I definitely suggest a nice piece of tiger eye. Tiger eye is a protecting stone. And to have that, and especially if you're in your car and you always on the phone and you got your electric devices around you, shungite is something else that you want to keep in your environment. So definitely let me know. I have quite a few of these pieces of shungite, and I have the beads as well. So you can just let me know what your idea is of what it is that you would like to see yourself with, and then we can go ahead and create it. But I wanted to make sure that we were clear, as Muslims and as Christians and even as Buddhists, and what Jehovah Witness. All of this is natural. This is not against God. For some reason, some people think that because we say the stones have properties and they have healing abilities, that we're saying something foreign. That's not anything foreign. It is very natural. When you go back and look at what our ancestors used the stones for, they did use them for elixirs. Elixirs meaning you put them in the water. You do have to be careful. Make sure you know what you're doing before you do it, because all stones can't be submerged in water and then you ingest it. So definitely, be careful with that and make sure you consult with someone who knows better, um, about those stones and which ones you can and cannot do that with. But these are very natural to us. If you go and look at any of the jewelry was one thing, but when the Bible talks about the breastplate and it talks about all the different rubies and semi-precious stones that was in there, that lets you know that our ancestors used this and it's very natural to us. Of course, when we were robbed of everything, of our homeland and, robbed of our own minds. Can you imagine that? Being robbed of your own mind, that your children were taken away and that you could not even teach them, your knowledge and your wisdom. So since all of that was, we were separated, from our knowledge. We were separated from that which benefited the body. The Indians or the Native Americans that were here in America, which I'm sure it wasn't called that, but when they were in their homeland, they knew how to cultivate the land. They knew how to go into the earth and bring those things out of the earth, which benefited the body. And so that's what these stones do. So when I put different ones together, I pray over it, especially if someone's asking me to create a piece for them. I pray over it first, right? I meditate. I ask God, I ask Allah, what is it that you want me to, help them with? How do you want me to create? What piece do you want me to create for them in order for them to, really benefit from it? And if I don't have that stone, I promise you, fam, I'm gonna do everything I can to get it for you. Okay. You might have to be a little patient, as I go on my shopping excursions, which I absolutely love. But I do that because I want you to be able to have a piece that is special to you, right? I do this from the heart. And even when I just create like this one, I created it. My husband, we had talked about it and decided that, because of this 5G that we're dealing with, because of all of the cell phones and the computers and all the equipment, you want to have some kind of barrier, some kind of something that is like a shield, right? So when we talked about the shungite, and I said, well, I want to create a piece for the brothers. And so I had to think about what would be, something that can help our brothers in the hour that we're living in, right? So I decided the shungite was okay, definitely the piece in the middle. But then I wanted to go with the amethyst. You see that beautiful blue? I mean, blue, purple. I'm not colorblind. Can you see that purple? So the amethyst, of course, is really good for bringing positive energy to you. Okay, positive energy to you, and it deflects negative energy. And I know my brothers need a lot of positive energy. Y'all need some love. I'm shooting out that love to you. Much love to the brothers. But this is a nice piece. It can be worn all day. You don't have to take it off. My husband doesn't take his off. I am in the process of redoing his tiger eye because I want to put a nice piece of tiger eye in the middle for him instead of just all beads. So sometimes your husband got to wait a minute while you do some other stuff. But I'm gonna take care of him, y'all. I'm gonna take good care of him because he take good care of me. But this can be worn now if you want just the. We can do a combination of things. I like the shungite with the hematite. Hematite is a balancing stone, and it's a really good stone for balance. But now this would also look good with the shungite in the middle and maybe some tiger eye around the sides. Tiger eye again is a protecting stone, and I know my brothers need some protection out there, but we also need some calm spirit. So the amethyst is definitely one really good for the third eye to allow you to see things from a spiritual perspective. Okay, to see it the way that see it from the eyes of God, right? To be able to see a situation and say, okay, what would God do? What would He do in this situation? What should I do in this situation? And we don't want to escalate the situation. So we have to learn how to control our emotions and to think through the process, think through things, and help you be clear on what it is that you're about to do. Okay, because unfortunately, because there's a lot of anger out here, um, within, and definitely coming from outward, and it's difficult. It's difficult to say, look, man, I'm not going there. you know Sometimes you can diffuse a situation because you think about it, right? So unfortunately, like I said, the energy out here is people are just upset, and they will snap in a quick minute on you. And you be like, what the world? All I said was, but it's not even really about you. It's about stuff that's going on in their life, and you just happen to be the one that is there that they're going to take it out on, right? So when you have the stones and you wear the stones, it helps to calm that energy or balance your emotions. Agate is very good for that. But let's say you get into a heated conversation with someone, right? And then you go to talk to them, and when you say something to them, oh, now I'm looking at my stones, and I remember, oh, that's the chakra bracelet. The chakra bracelet is to help balance all of my energies in my body. I remember one of them is amethyst, something that'll calm me down. Sometimes just the thought of the stone that you got on will remind you of where you should be or where you should be striving to go to, and having that positive energy, having the protection. And having the protection, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, you can't protect what you don't control. Come on now. So if you can't control your anger, then how you gonna protect the surroundings? You got your wife with you, you got your children with you, but you want to go all off on brother so and so because brother so and so took your parking space. Brother, you got to control that situation, right? Because you got women and children that you have to protect. And even if they are not present, you got to protect you because we're expecting you to come back home, right? We want you to come back home. We need you to come back home. So we have to learn how to balance our emotions. And so the stones definitely help you with that, but also the remembrance of what that stone represents to you can also be a deterrent of allowing your anger to control the situation. Um, and so the stones definitely help you with that, brothers and sisters, and the spirit in which they were created for you. Because I would have to say, since I've been doing the jewelry, it has been a lot about healing, right? Not just healing our physical, but healing our mental and emotional issues that we are experiencing. And also the copper. We can't forget about the beautiful copper that runs in, throughout this jewelry. If you can look at that, y'all know I be trying. All of that is copper.
Hmm.
The face of that baby right there, the cuteness. You see the cuteness? That right there is all copper. And so that allows the copper to touch your body. So copper is a conductor of energy and electricity. You are energy, you are electricity. And so what it does is it communicates with the stone, right? And then that stone and the copper is touching your skin. So you're receiving, now all of these are made out of minerals and elements that come out of the earth. So they definitely going to communicate with your body. So this makes it really real, right? We can't see electricity. We can't see what's coming into our homes that allow us to flip a switch and bam, you got light. We can't see it. You can't see air, but you breathe it. So you can't see energy. You can't really see electricity unless it's through some kind of conduit. Did I say that right?
That's right.
Okay. You
That's
can't,
right.
you can't see it, but it is real, and it is actually benefiting your body. People tell me, especially a lot of the elders, and then we've experienced it ourselves too when it comes to the copper. The copper relieves pain, right? Now, is it going, because it hasn't relieved all of my back pain, but is it a part of my process? It absolutely is. I wear my bracelet, and I haven't taken my this bracelet off since I made it. And this one is the chakra bracelet that has all of the colors of the chakra in it, and then it has the copper at the end as well. So I haven't taken this off. So I can only imagine if I wasn't doing all the things that I'm doing to try to relieve the pain, I can't even imagine what kind of pain I would really be in. I probably would not be able to sit up here. And we did two shows this morning and then this show and still be able to sit here and, be okay, but God is good to me. He's
That's right.
good to me, and he's given me these different things that are natural to us that helps through that process. Okay. So again, as my husband mentioned, the jewelry, all of it, when you purchase a piece of jewelry from the Queen of Rap, WRAP, please don't try to make me a rapper, because Sister Natalie don't do that. Well, I do, but I don't let y'all see it. I've never made up a rap, but some of my brothers and sisters over time, of course, I'm a child of the '80s, so you grew up, with rap. So of course we rap, and that's why the name is so cool, the Queen of Rap, because I rap jewelry. So anyway, whenever you purchase a piece, regardless of what it is, a portion of that goes to Love My Kidney Foundation, the building of Love My Kidney Foundation. This first year, we want to focus on really getting our 501c up and running, actually doing it properly from beginning to end. And from beginning to end, it does take finance to be able to do that. So I'm not necessarily doing a GoFundMe page, because I want to give you something for your contribution. I want to give you something for allowing me to be a part of your life, to even look, take a moment to look at my video and the things that we share, with you. I appreciate that. And I want you to have a piece of my jewelry because the God gave it to me to give to you, right? So I want you to have that. So all your purchases, donations will be going, a portion of it will be going toward Love My Kidney Foundation, but also allows us to go out and feed the homeless. It allows us to do personal care packages for the homeless. Um, a lot of the charity things that we do whenever something comes up, if we can participate before this pestilence from heaven, before that happened, we were able to be out a lot more. Definitely because Sister Nafeezah has a few underlying conditions, and I'm one of those people that they be talking about. um, I'm not able to be out there like that, but soon I really pray that soon we'll be able to be out more with the people in the community because I miss them. I miss being out, touching and talking to the people. It's one of the reasons I enjoy our show so much because I feel like I'm at least, talking to a few people. I wish you all would, kind of give us some more conversation during the shows. And I'm sure as we grow, and you keep sharing our video with other people who would be interested in this information, we will be able to touch more people and we'll be able to have more conversation back and forth. And I can get the dialogue that I need. I need dialogue, people. Give me dialogue. Um, so, other than that, it's just me talking, and I'm really not a big talker for long periods of time. I usually say a couple of words or two, but hey, God is bringing me out. He wants me to be out front. I was used to being in the background and I was really comfortable being back there. But, He chose this. He chose the stones, to bring me forward. And He chose the chronic kidney disease to also bring me forward, right? Because other than that, Sister Natalie would have been in the background doing all the cooking, doing the cleaning, doing, whatever labels you needed, printed out or things like that. That was me. But I'm blessed though. I'm actually excited about where God has taken me, because He's taken me to a place that I can help other people. And there's a lot of people on the planet. Some people become nurses, some people become doctors. Um, you know, People become different things to help people. And this was my gift. And I am excited to share it with you. Okay. So, other than that, fam, did you want to share some other things about things? We're not gonna hold you just to hold you. I pretty much wanted to talk about the Shungite and let you know about the Shungite and some of the different things, that of course you can do with the Shungite. We have this available. These are 55 with the Shungite stone and the amethyst. Okay, it'll be up on Etsy tonight or early morning. Um, this one is actually for a customer. This is the ruby tourmaline with hematite and amethyst. But something similar can be created for you. Okay. Those are 35. Okay. And then we have this beautiful little simple bracelet, which is all amethyst. So nothing but positive energy coming your way on this one. Really nice. And so this one is only 25. And for my sisters, if you like, you can have a really nice earring to go with it with a little bit of copper. Okay. If you purchase them separate, they're $10. But if you buy it with the bracelet, I'm going to take $5 off. I'm going to take $5 off for $30 for the set. Okay. That's what you'll get from Sister Nafeezah. All right. So those are some of the things that we have available. And of course, there's plenty others on Etsy. Okay. All right, honey.
So like we said, family, definitely you should have a piece of shungite in your life. Like we said, very protective stone. Again, helping us against that 5G radiation, and we definitely need that because we're definitely around electronics much more these days, and a lot of us are still sheltered in place, and these are some of the things that we don't necessarily think about. But these are some of the things that we do need to think about because those radiations can cause cancers and other things like that. But these stones can help to actually divert that radiation from us. If you remember our dear brother, uh,
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran. That's right. Remember our dear brother Johnny Cochran? He actually got that cancer right here on that side of his brain where he held his cell phone all the time. That's actually where, now, of course, we know it wasn't just the cell phone, but the cell phone was something that accelerated it
Mm.
in him. So this is why stones and crystals are important as well as for the other properties that they have. And for me, I don't know about nobody else, but to be able to have somebody that I can actually converse with and create a piece with, that's very important because anybody can make anything. But with that, being able to consult with the person, to tell them about what you're going through, to tell them some of the challenges that you're facing, not to be all up in your business because this is a healing work. That's what she's trying to express. This is like she said, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever. This is her work. This is what she does to heal the people. And, I just say personally, I did break my wrist in three places. Fell off my bike several years ago, and my piece since then, my wife is redoing it for me because I got some high energy over here. So she's actually redoing it for me. But I will wear that. And that helped me to be able to not take all those pain medications and things like that.
Mhm.
And my wife will tell you, I was in great pain when I broke
Yes.
my wrist, but with that, that's where I really realized how powerful copper really was. Because, when you do break a bone, a lot of times, strangely enough, it won't even all the time be the hand that got hurt that'll bother you. It'll be the other hand for whatever reason. I mean, I don't quite understand that, but it is what it is. So copper definitely helps, and we're around copper all the time. We don't just represent this to sell you something. We represent this because she does this out of passion. She does it out of love. I gave her the name the Queen of Rap because I love Run DMC, and they had the King of Rock. And I said, wow, the Queen of Rap jewelry. Okay, so that I thought that was really cool. And that's what she does. I mean, this healing work have taken us into the great country of Belize. It's taken us different places in the United States. It's allowed us to interact with many pieces. My wife has been able to actually wrap pieces that came from Jerusalem, that came um, out of the holy sites in Jerusalem that someone bought back, and she was able to wrap it. She wrapped a man's a cross from Jerusalem named Michael Jackson, not the singer, but that was his actual name, Michael Jackson. And she wrapped a piece for him, and she wrapped it for him before he went into surgery. She wrapped it for him before he went into surgery. He wore that piece into surgery, and I'm not saying no that that's the only thing, but what we're saying is it was a part of his process to prepare him to be able to withstand going into that surgical procedure.
Mhm.
And our brother is doing well. He's doing well. Well, last we spoke with him, he was doing well, and that was after the surgery.
Right.
And he did let us know that it was something that really did help him. It was something that really did help him. So we appreciative of those things. We met people that had went to Egypt, and they brought stones from Egypt, and she was able, or Kemet, she was able to wrap some of those on spot. So she's been able to do a lot of that. And what our job is to work with others. She was able to work with local artists and Belize and help them with the stone work that they were doing. She made pieces out of that. I mean, she's done some amazing work over the years.
Right.
One of the
Spiritual or
subjects that we're going to actually take up in the near future is our Belizean experience, because a lot of people they thinking about relocation. So we're going to bring in a few people that will be able to talk to you exactly about that, and what that entails and what it's like and some of the things that you will see. But that's in the future.
right.
That's in the future that is coming. God has blessed us in that way. So one of the things that we always share and we always mean it is that she would love to be your holistic, personal, holistic healing jewelry designer. We got several people on our team that when they need something done, they just give my wife a call. They give my wife a call.
While he's looking at
Oh,
that,
okay. So she asked the question: what would you recommend for somebody with block energy? Well, definitely the copper. Definitely that copper
and
would be
the it would be the chakra bracelet. And okay, I think we got a lot of energy going. I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna take it off so you can take a look at it. But when you're talking about blocked energy, it really depends on which one is blocked, and if you know which one is blocked. If you don't, it's okay because you can just do the chakra bracelet. So if you can see here, you have all of the different colors of the seven main chakras in our body, right? And so this helps to bring balance when you're doing your meditation. You can do your meditation with your chakra bracelet on, and of course, you got the copper running through it, bringing that extra, bringing all of those properties of the stones to you, and then you can end it off with any other kind of stone. Really just we could talk a little bit more detail, but depending on what you're going through, you may want to finish it off with some amethyst. I have the lava beads where you can actually infuse it with a
essential
essential
oil.
oil,
Hmm.
right? So if let's say different essential oils are good for different things, right? Aromatherapy. So if you wanted to go with a lava bead to do that, all of these things help to enhance. But I would definitely suggest the chakra bracelet for unblocking your energy, your chakra points, or sometimes they're overactive, right? Sometimes you need to slow them down a little bit. That's the beauty of having the chakra bracelet, because whether it's going really fast or too slow or blocked, then that will assist you in that process. Okay. And then if it's one in particular that you're dealing with, then we can add those stones to end the after the seven stones in the middle to bring that balance on the other end of that. So I hope that answered your question um, on that. And I absolutely love it. It's been working really well for me, having the chakra bracelet. So any other questions?
We actually did a show all about the chakras and
Yes,
what
that's
they
true.
are. So you can actually go to our YouTube channel, Mind Spark Creations LLC, and actually watch that. And it
Hmm.
can actually give you let you know what chakra may be blocked, because it she dealt with all seven and the signs of a block chakra, block energy fields,
Right. We actually had a
and
sister on.
actually what to do about those.
Hmm.
So you can go back and do that. But if you're not a TV watcher, up here on the screen where you see Anchor FM, Mind Spark Creations, you can actually go and listen to it on the podcast. You can actually go and listen to it on the podcast, and that particular episode is chakras, what are they and how do they help us, so
Right.
you can actually go
Yeah,
and
give you
listen
a
to
real
that.
good understanding of what chakras, what they are. It'll really it we went into detail about it, and we actually had a sister who we shared her video where she went through each one one by one to give us a clearer understanding of it. But you know what I've learned is we all have chi. We all have God's energy force going on within our bodies.
That's right.
And because of trauma and because of our experience in this Western world and throughout the earth, you know, because we're all going through something, our energy forces are affected, right? So when we talk about the seven chakras in the body, those are just the main chakras,
Wow.
right? Those are the most powerful ones, I guess you can say, in our body, but we have many. So bringing balance to the seven helps to regulate the others,
Right.
right? So that's what we're going to do, is get those chakras balanced.
Right.
Okay.
So, like she said, the chakra bracelet, it has all of the chakras in
Hmm.
one piece. So that would be a great piece to start with. Or also quartz crystal for just for everybody. Quartz crystal is a powerful healing stone. We can show you an
Got my
example.
baby right here.
Now, this is a particular one. It's a Lemurian quartz crystal. It is a record keeper. It
Yes.
is a record keeper.
Hmm.
You know, so with that, for those that may be like she said, one of the things that lets you know if your chakras are blocked, you're doing everything possible to get ahead, and it's just a block there. Of course, you got to figure God into the equation, but these are things that we've done and since ancient times to help us to communicate, and those seven energy centers are part of our ancient cultures as well. So that you can find that go across all cultures about those chakras.
Okay.
They call them different things. Of course, they talk chi, prana, life force energy, universal life force. We talk about all of that in that particular episode.
Yes.
We hope that we answered your question, and that was our
Definitely
sister
DM me.
Charlene Muhammad,
Okay.
and I believe today is her birthday. So
What?
happy birthday,
What?
Queen! Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
ya!
ya.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
ya!
ya.
Happy
Happy birthday.
birthday!
You be blessed. Thank you for your question. Definitely could DM me or, give me a call and we can talk about it and make sure that you have what is right for you. Last thing, I am almost done with that citrine piece that I sent pictures out about and talked to you about. I got one more thing to do, and that is to actually wire wrap the stone itself. I already have the necklace together, the earrings and the bracelet, so it is almost done. So the reveal, I'm not gonna say when because I got to work with how I work, but the citrine is almost done. Okay, and the amethyst, that God willing will be done next week. All right, love you guys. Have an awesome rest of your day. Make sure that you be the best because
Because
you
you are
are the
the
best.
best.
And as we always say, let the
The
spark
spark
in
in
your
your mind
mind create
create
a
a
new
new
reality.
reality. That's right. And
Peace
we
and
love you,
blessings.
and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
Nothing you can do about it. If nobody told you, God loves you most of all, but we love you too.
That's
You
right.
have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. We thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you.
If you found anything valuable in this, please share, share, share with your friends and your families. And if you need to contact our beloved sister, your sister, Nafeezah Ali, just go to the Queen of Rap on Facebook, inbox her.
Mhm.
Anything you want to know about her jewelry designs, you want to work with her on the piece, you can do that. Just inbox her there, and she'll be glad to answer any questions for you. All right, you all have a blessed rest of your day. Assalamu alaikum, hotel, peace, black power. All right. All right, family. Assalamu alaikum.